With October 31st just around the corner, let's dive into what scary games you can show your friends and family this Halloween season. Here's my top 10 horror games for this Halloween. Are you brave enough to play them all? First up, Castle Morgue Escape Room. In Castle Morgue, you awaken in a dark and scary abandoned castle that was being used as a morgue after a pandemic. It is dark, but you have a flashlight. You must find your way out through a series of simple puzzles and mechanics. This is a casual and somewhat spooky escape room type of game. Mostly search and explore with a few cryptic clues to help you along the way. With casual gameplay, this title is perfect for parties and it should not take more than about 30 minutes to complete. Challenge your friends to the fastest time. Next up, we have House of the Butcher. House of the Butcher from developer Raptors Games is a virtual reality escape room with shooter elements. One day while camping, you discover a killer. Trying to escape, you find yourself in his lair. You have to search for items, solve puzzles, and find a way out while the butcher is hunting you. Don't let him get too close by shooting him or using your axe. Your main task is to survive at any cost. This title supports free movement, 2 types of weapons, lots of puzzles, and is even compatible with the Quest 1. Challenge your friends to see who can survive the longest. Next on our list is Mutated Virus. In the near future, the Earth is ruined and undead corpses are the only thing walking the streets that were once populated by humans. Survive in a post-apocalyptic Earth, destroy as many undead as you can before they take you down. Mutated Virus from Animus Studios supports free movement, snap turning and smooth turning, 16 zombie types, 14 weapons, 3 maps, and a worldwide leaderboard. Who in your party is brave enough to survive? Next on our list is Monster Showdown. Monster Showdown is a PCVR title that has ported 2 levels to the Quest ecosystem. This is only a demo with 2 maps from the full game. Explore environments from different points in space and time for a varied experience. Many stages come with unique monsters and a boss monster for you to take down. Collect currency by taking down monsters or fixing barriers, and spend these on upgrading your weapons or acquiring perk donuts from a vending machine. Buy your favorite weapons from a choice of over 60 from a dispenser on the wall, or try your luck with the enigmatic box for a chance to get a really powerful gun. You can also attack enemies with melee weapons by swinging your controllers. The more skillful your swing, the more damage your attacks will deal.
I'm sorry to impose, but would you hear my confession? Why does your God swim in such filth?
Next, we have The Exorcist Legion VR. The Exorcist Legion is an acclaimed horror game set in the Academy Award-winning franchise of The Exorcist. Delve deep into the heart of the supernatural as you learn the ancient trade of demonic exorcism and uncover secrets leading towards a final confrontation with your darkest, most hidden fears. Experience the game called one of the most terrifying experiences in virtual reality. As one of the most disturbing experiences in VR, The Exorcist Vision features 5 connected stories and features a variety of demonic entities, exorcism tools, hidden artifacts, and atmospheric locations. Part action, part mystery, and part puzzle solving, and all terror. Are you brave enough?
You have seen humanity up close. You study and confirm. God created us. You know what it is capable of. And it gives you nightmares, doesn't it, detective? It must be stopped.
You guys know these woods are cursed, right?
Next up, we have Blair Witch Quest Edition. Blair Witch is a story-driven psychological horror game from the creative minds behind the critically acclaimed Layers of Fear. Designed for virtual reality, experience firsthand the toll that fear can take on the mind. In an original story inspired by the cinematic lore of Blair Witch. As Ellis, a former police officer with a troubled past, you join the search for a missing boy in the iconic Black Hills Forest near Burkittsville, Maryland. What starts as an ordinary investigation soon will make you confront your darkest nightmares and an ominous force known as the Blair Witch. But you're not going it alone. Your trusty canine sidekick Bullet is by your side. He's your eyes, ears, and nose in this treacherous and terrifying woods.
They mess with people's heads, even if they claim not to believe it.
David Slade Mysteries Case Files. Take to the dark and violent streets of downtown Riverside, where you investigate gruesome and violent homicides using a range of forensic tools and your wits. Inspired by the classic Police Quest adventure series, reborn and reimagined for VR. Fresh out of the academy, you're thrown face first into the dark and violent underbelly of Riverside. Investigate your first homicide, you must outwit a killer, and solve a string of murders decades old. Next up is one of my favorite quest games, Lies Beneath. Lies Beneath is a single-player survival horror game with a heavy dose of action. Something's gone horribly wrong in the sleepy town of Slumber, Alaska. Now, returning college student May must fight to save her father and her sanity from the terrifying townsfolk and creepy creatures infecting her hometown. Experience a living comic book full of frightful scenarios as you uncover the secrets of Slumber and May's past. With a full arsenal of melee and ranged weapons, May will fight monsters across the menacing remnants of her hometown. Along the way, she'll need to solve puzzles in her surroundings and find lore objects that uncover hidden truths.
What is this place? What's the matter? Don't you recognize yourself?
Next up, we have Wraith the Oblivion, Afterlife. In Wraith the Oblivion, you have died in a mysterious seance and have become a Wraith, one of the restless undead. In this horror VR game, use your supernatural abilities to solve the mystery behind your death, but beware of the sinister specters lurking in the shadows. Move through the walls, track the movement of other spirits, and manipulate objects at a distance to uncover the truth of how you met your end. The Barclay Mansion is an opulent residence filled with Hollywood decadence, cult research, and terrifying monsters. Using relic items and wraith abilities to explore and hunt for clues. But beware, hostile spirits, each connected to the bigger mystery, roam the mansion's halls. With few ways to defend yourself, you must avoid, outwit these lost souls.
Welcome to the afterlife.
So to summarize, yes, the Phobian drive malfunctioned and triggered ahead of time. And yes, our current location is unknown. Engineering is working around the clock to fix the damages and ready to drive again. In the meantime, I ask the rest of you to keep a professional attitude and to take advantage of this unique research opportunity.
And finally, Cosmodread. Cosmodread is a VR survival horror roguelike about escaping a dying spaceship filled with nightmares. Stranded in a hostile universe, you must explore, survive, and find your way back to the safety of Earth. Cosmodread features a rich, tense, and immersive atmosphere that will make you forget about the world outside your headset. Search for resources and find a way home. Every run will have to play in a new, procedurally generated layout, with random positions for rooms, corridors, items and hazards, and a different emergent situation. You'll never quite know what's behind the next door. Use your own hands to interact with the environment. Open doors, drawers, and lockers and rummage through their contents. Collect basic resources and craft weapons and equipment to deal with both enemies and hazards. Crouch behind cover and shoot at enemies with your crossbow or set a trap for them to walk into. But remember, ammo is scarce. Let me know in the comments if you plan on scaring your friends this Halloween and if any of these titles are on your list. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it.
And we will see you on the next one.